First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
First carry for Peyton Barber. Runs over him. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. A big third down play there for the Jazz. Give him 69 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Barber. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Benjamin. And some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Safe.
On the carry, it's Logan. They find some open field here. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Dolphins. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Benjamin. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Crunch time, defense.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. David Onyemata able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Murray now on first down. He completes it to Tate. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Draw play, Madison. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's going to let one fly for Tate. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Golden Tate with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going.
And Guy's man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 29, Murray being chased out left. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun on third down, Murray. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. To throw again on second down. Griffin, he's going to take. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
57 to Mike. Here we go.
On third down, Benjamin. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
He's not going to get me. Shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw on third down, Griffin.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Switch.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Madison running on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Murray This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
55. 55. Come on, guys. 55. Rip left. Rip left. Hey, check right. Check right. Watch 55. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Golden Tate in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Jaguars 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Barber on 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. He's checking. He's
to throw is RG3. Completes it to Benjamin. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Back.
From the shotgun, Griffin. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. On first and 10, it's Griffin. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the ends. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 25 yards for the touchdown. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for two. The gun, Griffin. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the toss, Madison. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. T.J. Logan. 43 yards. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Griffin. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, Barber. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll try and run here with Barber. Oh, Barber loses it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray escaping the pressure right. He's going, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Golden Tate, 30 yards. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run the counter. Benjamin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
You can't block me. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, 57.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Flushed out right, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
They'll try and throw for him with Griffin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Murray now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go deep for Conley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down. Now it's Griffin. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Oh, nice move at midfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Rolling to his left. Letting one go. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Golden Tate, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30, and all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Murray going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devin Funchess there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point safely through.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel to make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Griffin. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 52.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Once again, Griffin. He's got Jack Doyle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Check hot route. Hot.
Throwing again, Griffin. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
Watch the pass. 58's the money. 58's the money.
To throw again is Griffin. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kyler Murray, 50 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, let's go.